Hey guys, for dinner tonight, me and Tammy are going to be having 2 items sent to us by Stacie Ann in the UK. Thank you very much. These are the seasoning packets that she sent us, and then we supplied the other ingredients that go with it. So one of them is the garlic and herb wedges, which are potato wedges. And this is the Moroccan lamb casserole. And I've only had lamb once, and Tammy's never had lamb. So it's going to be a learning experience for us. So the first thing I'm going to do is do the potatoes. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees? Yeah, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I gotta put my glasses on because I can't see. 400 degrees Fahrenheit for the potatoes. And what you're gonna do, you need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So we just got the Meyer brand olive oil. And you want 4 medium potatoes. These are pretty good sized potatoes. And they're a little damp just where I wash the dirt off of them. So I'm gonna wedge these. And I think I'm gonna just...
So it calls for 4, but you're only using 3.
Right, I'm using 3 because these are pretty good size. And you need a bowl just to put them in. Okay, here's our potatoes all cut up, and I'm going to put my olive oil over top of it. And you really want to coat them. I'll end up probably just using my hand to get in there, but I'm going to open the seasoning packet up first before I do that. Okay, so the seasoning packet, what you're going to do is get these, the oil on this. It does have a pull thing, but I'm just going to cut it. It's easier. And once I get these coated, I'm going to pour them out on a pan that's coated in aluminum foil. Show them right there. And it's going to bake for 45 minutes, turning halfway through. So what we'll probably do is do 25 minutes and then flip them over and then do another 20 minutes. That's probably the easiest way to do them.
I'm going to smell this really quick. It smells... Oh, it smells wonderful.
Well, here, you can dump it in there.
It smells like it has like tomato...
Sprinkle it all up. Well, it's garlic and herbs, so...
Oh, it smells like spaghetti sauce.
It does. I smell garlic.
Yeah, really it says it has breadcrumbs, onion, dried garlic, paprika, black pepper, oregano, garlic oil. It smells like a spaghetti sauce. It smells really good.
Okay, I'm just going to take these as I'm going and put them on my pan. My bowl, I probably could have used just a little bit bigger of a bowl, honestly. We didn't know.
That would be my fault.
Well, you didn't know either.
Well, the potatoes are bigger than I thought, honestly.
If anything, I'll take some of that seasoning and sprinkle over the top.
So these bake like French fries.
Yeah. And I don't have too much seasoning left. I'll just kind of sprinkle it over the top a little bit just to make sure I use it all. If anything, it'll roast and smell good one way or the other. So I'm gonna get this in the oven, and then I'm gonna come back and get ready for the lamb meal. All right, now I'm gonna start on the Moroccan lamb casserole, and it requires, you need 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And so we're just using the same olive oil. You need 1 onion. That's our onion. 1 onion diced. Well, I'll dice that one up in just a second. You need 1 pound of lamb. We have these lamb chops. Exactly a pound. It was a complete accident, but that's what we got. This is the only lamb they sold in our store. I'm sure if you went to a butcher, you could get it like a loin or something like that doesn't have the bones, but this is what we had. So this has to be cubed as well. And then I have 200 grams of chopped tomatoes, or diced tomatoes over here. We need 2 ounces of apricots, but we didn't have any apricots. We didn't buy apricots, so we're just gonna, and you need 1 ounce of raisins or sultanas. We're just gonna use 3 ounces of the raisins. That'll cover it. And then you need a half a pint of just cold water to put in your casserole. And you do need a casserole dish with a lid because you're gonna bake this covered in the oven. at, might as well go ahead and heat your oven up to 350. And then you need one pan just to fry your onions and your lamb up, to sear them really good. So I'm gonna get started chopping the onion and the lamb up. I'm gonna start with the onion. And then, I'm sure Tammy will show some of this, but then I'll come back and actually show you the putting everything together. I finished chopping the onions up. I just put them on a plate to get them on my cutting board. And then now I'm going to do the lamb. I'm trying not to touch it to the the cutting board because I don't know where this package has been. You don't know where the package has been, so don't touch it to your board any more than you have to. Okay. Like I said, never touched lamb before, so it smells like a pork chop. The texture is like a pork texture. It's very soft. So I'm just going to try to, I may have to get a smaller knife, but I'm going to try to trim this off the bone. And for you that are lamb aficionados and are saying I'm ruining a good lamb chop, like I said, this is the only thing they had. If we had a butcher in this area, I'm sure I probably could have gotten a better slice of cut of meat for this particular meal, but you know, this is what I got. I'll try to see if I can work out some meat, more meat off of that.
We got it from Kroger, and this is the organic version. And we looked.
Even in their meat counter, they didn't have it.
Yeah, Kevin even looked at the meat counter where you like ask for special meats, and he didn't see any.
I wonder if this is something they probably don't sell a lot of in our
area. Right. Well, and they probably get it in more around Easter, wouldn't you think, if they did have it?
No.
Don't a lot of people have lamb for Easter?
I have no clue.
We don't. We have ham, but I mean, a lot of people do, I think, have lamb. But yeah, this was literally the only lamb we could find.
And it's not cheap.
No, $14.99 a pound. That's so.
And the recipe in the back of the package does say you could replace. They said you could try it with chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So if you didn't want to buy the lamb, we didn't actually see that until afterwards. But you know what? I'm okay with trying with lamb because I haven't had lamb.
Yeah, I'd like to
I said,
try.
I really never had lamb. It's been a long time. So it says to cube it. I'm assuming that's not like bite-sized cubes.
Where did you have lamb?
I had a cookout at a friend's house once, and they had shish kebabs.
Oh,
with lamb and peppers and stuff like that on it.
Oh.
So what do you think about like this big?
That looks good to me. And the picture on the front showed it kind of in pieces like that.
So like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you cook, ask your wife for the appropriate size, because you're going to cut it really big if you're a guy. You know, like that's a cube to me right there. So I'm going to continue cutting this up. I'll see if I can get some more of the bone. I don't know if I can or not. And then it's basically just going to go in the pan, but I'll be back to show you that. Okay, I've got everything chopped up. So this is my pan. All I've done is put the oil in there, the tablespoon of oil in there to heat it up. And I'm going to put my onions in there. All of them in there. And I'm going to put my lamb in there, which looks really good. And I'm going to basically cook this and brown it for like 5 minutes. So it's not going to be in there a long time. And then I'll be back. Okay, you can hear my onions and stuff still frying over there, but this is going to be flipped over. Just turn them over to where they don't burn. And they look really good. So it's been at 25 minutes, and we're going to do an additional 20 minutes just to finish them off. Alright, so it's been a little over 5 minutes, but it said until they're brown. So it looks like things are getting brown in there to me. So what you want to do, if there's a lot of liquid in here, you're supposed to drain it off, but there's not, so it's fine. So we're just going to take it and put it in this casserole dish. Yeah, see, mine didn't have a lot of grease in it. I think if your lamb had some fat or something in it and it had a lot of grease, I think you'd probably want to drain that off, but since this didn't, it's fine. Get all those good onions and brown stuff. I'm kind of amazed they didn't have you put the water in here to boil off some of that brown to put it in there with it. Because you know the brown stuff's sometimes the best stuff. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pour in our tomatoes and our apricots and raisins, or sultanas, or just, in our case, just the raisins. And we're going to mix this up really good. Okay, now we want to pour our water in here. And we're going to take our seasoning pack and it's always a little at the top. And stir it in really good. It smells very peppery.
Sugar's the first ingredient.
Oh, really?
But
Well, I
then
couldn't see that.
Cumin.
That's because I smell cumin more than anything.
Okay, cumin, ground cinnamon.
Yeah, I can
salt,
see that.
garlic powder, onion powder, ground coriander seed,
No.
honey powder. Have you ever had honey powder?
Honey powder. No.
Paprika, coriander leaf, ground ginger,
Well, I like
chili
all that.
powder,
Yeah, I can smell chili powder in there too.
chili pepper, cumin, salt, oregano, garlic, apricot powder, rapeseed oil, anti-caking agent.
To keep it from sticking. Okay.
Right.
So this goes in the oven for 2 hours. Do you stir it? Cook in the oven for 2 hours until the meat is tender and mouth-watering. So we're going to cover it, and we're going to get it in our oven, and we'll be back when it's ready. So here's the potatoes. They smell really good, and I want to grab one. But we've got a little bit longer till the lamb casserole comes out. So once that comes out, we'll get them on a plate, and we'll try them out together. All right, here's the casserole. Just came out and took the lid off. That's it, and I haven't even stirred it up. Let me see what it looks like. Oh, it's not as thick as I thought it was going to be. It's very, very hot. So I'm going to spoon. Well, I can go ahead and see how it looks. Looks more like a stew. I keep wanting to call it a stew because it kind of looks like a stew. So I'm going to get this out here, and then the potatoes I'm just going to put on a plate. So we'll be right back when we move our camera, and I'll be right back to tell you what it tastes like.
Okay, we're gonna try potato first, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm just going to pick that up. I like those breadcrumbs on there. You got a little toasty bit on the bottom.
I know. I got a good one. I love the seasoning. That's very, very good.
It's good, and it's not as strong as your roasted potatoes.
No.
It's not as strong of seasoning as that, but they're very good.
I use the Lipton, is it Lipton onion soup for baked potatoes?
You don't use ranch. Yeah, so it'd have to be the onion soup.
No, Lipton onion soup.
Those are excellent.
I like that a lot. That is delicious.
I love the crunchiness of the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs, I would have never thought to put breadcrumbs on a potato, but they taste really good.
That is so, so good. I really like that a lot.
Right, now for the little scarier.
I've never had lamb before. This is a first for me.
I'm gonna try lamb first, just by itself.
And you were supposed to put apricots with it, but we didn't have apricots like Kevin said, so.
That's good. It tastes like a very tender roast is what it reminds you of. The texture does, doesn't it? What do you think of the flavors? I don't think they're bad. It's different. Got a mouthful. I just took a little bitty piece of roast, or the lamb.
It tastes like, yeah. The texture is like roast, like Kevin said.
It is.
It's just like that.
A very tender roast. Now, did you take a bite of everything yet?
I took a bite of everything.
Oh,
That's what I did.
I thought you were just going to.
No, I took a bite of everything. You can really, really taste the raisin in it. I think you can. I guess where it's boiled in there, basically it's boiled for 2 hours in the oven.
Now see, I get a little bit of that raisin. The
Oh, I get a lot of raisin.
I get mostly that, let's see. Cumin and the cinnamon. I get like a cinnamon.
No, I get that too.
I like this.
I get a lot of the spice. I agree with Kevin, a lot of the cumin, but I taste that raisin a lot too. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just the bite that I took.
Maybe
it had like 3 raisins on my fork.
Yeah, because
I've
been trying not to eat a ton of
But I really like that, the lamb. I like the texture of it, that it's that roast texture. It's expensive, so I don't think we'll be buying it. I don't think we'll be buying that often and making it for $15 a pound. But
no, I think it's a little more tender than roast. It's just a little bit tenderer than a roast would be.
Right.
I think the grain of the meat is a little finer.
Right.
Whereas roast is like dense. Layers and it's kind of dense. This is a more grainy, not grainy, but that's a bad way of saying it. It's not quite as packed in, you know.
Right. No, I understand that.
It's a more tender piece of meat.
Yeah, I understand that.
So do you like the flavors of that, or yeah?
It's okay. This the Moroccan flavors. It's not one that I would get all the time. I mean, it's okay, but they're stronger than what I would normally want. They're just not the flavor combinations that I would normally have. However, I love the garlic and herb wedges.
The garlic and herb is something you could make. I mean, you can make that for dinner almost every night if you wanted to.
Yes, you could. I mean, you could put that on garlic bread. You could yes, you could take pieces of garlic. You could take sticks
or the French bread.
French bread, and put butter on it and put that on top of it.
It would be good.
It would be delicious. But now this is the flavor. The seasonings aren't something that I would want all the time.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I like it.
I don't mind it. It's good. If someone put it in front of me, you know, I'll eat it. It's good, but it's not something that I would buy on my own.
Right, and I think if I were to do this like regularly, I would buy something besides lamb. I would probably buy chicken or
because you can do chicken if you wanted to, but I had never had lamb.
Like that, yeah.
I had never had it, so I wanted to. This was my first experience, and it was easy to cook and everything.
Yeah, it was just a matter of browning stuff in a skillet and then putting it in the casserole dish and baking it.
Yeah, pretty easy. You just have to plan ahead of time because you have to know this is going to take 2 hours to do. So probably give yourself 2 hours and 15 minutes. That give you enough time to chop up the onion. Prep time. So thank you so much to Stacie Ann. We really appreciate this. This has been fun. I hope everyone else enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.